With Deadpool 3 drawing closer and closer, I thought, hey, why not take a look at what Hugh's doing to prepare for his role? While Ryan started his prep by making fun of his co-star, Hugh said that he's gonna be at the gym, just grinding for 6 months straight to get shredded. And even though the threequel is about 2 years away, he still wants to be as close as he can to getting his claws back. In an interview on HBO Max, Jackman stated that he intends to commit a significant amount of effort to regaining the legendary character's ultra-muscular form.
Yes, I had a lot of questions. I'm sure you had a lot of questions, but rest assured, we're going to answer them right now. Like, for example, how is Wolverine alive after Logan?
He said that he's come to realize that the process can't be rushed. He said that the whole thing is going to be one heck of a journey. He'd like to get behind it before the filming starts. So, like, by the time he's done with The Music Man, he's going to have a 6-month window to get in shape. He said that fitness and family are going to be his top priorities, and he's going to do nothing else but prep before he starts filming for Deadpool. Jackman's final performance was on January 15th, and boy do I have good news. He claimed that because of the demanding schedule of a weekly musical theater act, his preparation for Wolverine won't be beginning from scratch. He was already in pretty good shape due to his Broadway performances, although he admitted that him losing weight was not just a product of dance routines, but also of his diet, which included a lot of chicken and protein shakes. Plus, you know, this isn't the first time he's going to be transitioning from the Broadway stage to the world of superheroes. Back in 2014, Jackman also began preparing for X-Men Days of Future Past, immediately after finishing a run in the theater with The River. He said that his body was tuned to dropping muscle quickly after regular dance performances. If you don't know, a traditional dancer's body isn't usually too bulked up on top, since those sorts of muscles aren't the ones you actually need. Or who knows, maybe he'll draw motivation from his Logan training, which was at the time prominently recorded on his Instagram, to get back into Wolverine condition. The workout included about 100 clapping push-ups, phase training to target lean muscle and lose body fat, and heavyweight sets to develop a definition that could cut glass. I'm not gonna lie, it took me more than 6 months to forget about his previous training. So, while we wait for the movie to arrive in theaters November 2024 and provide us with the answers we've been dying to know, we can enjoy the lengthy and rather unpleasant training videos Hugh Jackman will unavoidably post to his Instagram account. Yeah, I know, he's better than us.
And then, literally 2 days later, I was the mayor, which is 9 years later in the film. And he said, so now I need you just to be much fuller in the face and much bigger. And I was like, all right, Tom, I got to explain something to you.
There's other stuff too that gets him to portray his roles with perfection. It's more like how he perceives his surroundings before getting into character. To him, getting to know the director does wonders for him. And not just the directors, but their works and how they like things in order. Because hey, his character is basically living at the will of the director. So why not establish a sort of trust? He says that building trust with the directors is how he gets in his element. Doing so makes him pull out his best and kind of pushes his boundaries to what he can and can't do. And just like his most famous character, Hugh is doubt resistant really. He stated in an interview that the last thing an actor could ever want is doubt in front of the camera.
Excuse me, I'm Eric Lensher.
Charles Xavier.
Go yourself.
It's more like the actor has these steps he undertakes when prepping for a role. Getting close to the director is the first one, as it makes him perform with ease. He claimed that what makes him perform better is to believe that, on the opposite side of the camera, the audience is like a school of circling sharks. But instead of sniffing blood in the ocean, they can sense uncertainty in the performance. The last thing Hugh wants on his plate is any sort of doubt. He says that an actor who lacks self-confidence or cannot follow instructions will have a lot of difficulties. Making the preparations is where all of this returns to. Another thing Hugh makes a habit of is being friendly to everyone on set. He mentioned in the same interview that back in Australia, everyone is engaging with everyone. He also said that if everyone isn't roasting you, you're definitely doing things wrong. Jackman believes that everyone should feel involved. To him, being nice to the actors and staff around him, wherever he's filming around the world, is an essential part of his preparation. Hugh says that nobody appreciates diva behavior, and such sort of stuff isn't considered nice currently.
So the movie, just to give people an idea, it centers around the son is played by Zan McGrath, Nicholas, who is a 17-year-old going through a mental health crisis. No one...
He also mentioned that in Australia, if the cast and crew treat you with excessive respect, there's a big chance that you aren't the most popular person there. Being a team player is a big part of Hugh's life, and he tries to assimilate as much as he can into the culture of a film. Plus, not only that, a big step for him is that he treats his auditions like it's a rehearsal. Hugh also shared a tale of going into a casting with a very clear personal vision of the role he wanted to portray, truly acting as though he were in a first rehearsal. He said that it was the only way he allowed himself to go inside any audition, while urging the casting staff to collaborate with him in producing a specific moment. Also, Jackman claims that presenting himself in the room as though he already knew how to do the job made him feel a bit less anxious. But being nervous isn't always bad. Jackman said that it brings out the best in him. He added that it's okay to be that way because if you look at it closely, everyone is nervous. And the Australian said that he made it a habit to be vocal about it, because why not?
Such a nice man.
Hey, I never asked for this. All right, Charles never asked for this. Caliban never asked for this. And they are 6 feet under the ground.
The director, the makeup artist, the producer, everyone will be better off if they know others share the same feeling. On top of that, he said that whenever he was uncomfortable with a role, he knew it was going to be a good one. It's from his first X-Men days, and how comfort doesn't always bring the best results. Getting out of that zone is how he does it. May it be physically exerting himself or whatever. Just like his Wolverine role, he used to spend hours just walking around staying in character, just so he could get it right. He said that later on, too, that he hated every bit of it. But he knew what it would result in. I'm talking about dehydrating himself just to get those muscles shining. It's definitely not comfortable not drinking water. I'm telling you, trust me, I don't drink water at all. Anyway, Jackman's on a 5,000 calorie diet, and he's been spending more than 2 hours in the gym to get back into that Wolverine. He still plans to increase his food intake and get bigger. No, really, he has a heart monitor on him 24/7. He's really clocked in, isn't he? Good for us. Can't wait to see him don his claws again.
But we did have one idea. Hey, Hugh, you want to play Wolverine one more time?
Yeah, sure, Ryan.
Can you believe it's been 7 years since we last saw him as Logan? As we get closer, we're going to get more news about Deadpool 3.
Has his sights on you now.
One thing is for sure, brace yourselves for Hugh's incoming workout content.
Yeah, after Logan.
Logan takes place in 2029, totally separate thing. Logan died in Logan, not touching that. What actually happens in our film?
Anyway, that's it for today. See you in the next one. Peace.